Hey guys, Steve Welch here, Beamer Toyota in Nashville. Gonna help you guys out here to know where your jack tools and your jack are on your 4Runner. Now the 4Runner really hasn't changed a whole lot since 2011 when it comes to body style. So this is going to be accurate from 2011 really through your current one. So what I'm going to show you here is this is the back. This is a 2021 of your 4Runner. So what I'm going to show you is you have this little compartment. It's right here, guys. All right. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to try to do it one-handed here. All right. When you open this up, you're going to see you have your jack is right here, and your jack tools are right here. All right. Now I will mention to you too, and I'm going to lift. You see how this is like a rubber band. Lift that off there. All right. And you can lift this out very easily for your jack tools. All right, you see it sets down on this little ledge that's right here, and you can see this is just kind of held in there, but it's like a little rubber band. All right, and then your jack, it comes out pretty easily too. You just turn this backwards. Once you turn this backwards, it's going to release it. You can see how it's moving. All right, so once you turn it backwards, you can release it and you can pull it out. So I'm not going to pull it all the way out just because I don't want to, but you guys get the idea. If you leave that loose when you put it back in, you're going to get a rattle. You'll hear that little rattle in the back, and you're going to think that you've got something that's loose under the car or that. So make sure when you put that back in, you put it to the top up here, and you have it on that little ledge that's on the bottom to make sure that you don't have that little rattle that pops up. All right. So now I'm going to show you have your jack tools are all in here. All right. I'm going to open this up for you. All right, and you can peel this out, and you'll see on the. Gotta love it when somebody walks up. Okay, so you've got your tools in here. You can see everything fits really tight. All right, but it's hard to get out with one hand. But anyway, so you guys kind of got the idea here that you've got all of these. All right, so. There's your tool for what you use to get out. I'm going to set this down here. Bear with me. Apologize for this second here, guys. That way I can get this all the way out. Okay. All right. So you see you got your tool, right? You got your little tie downs here. Your little square, right? So what you're going to look for is one of these has no screw on it. All right. So you got your screw here, your screw there, so you can, pop this onto here and then pop this one onto this side, right? And then you have your screw up here, so you're going to be able to, you can pop it onto the top if you want to, however you want, depending on what you're trying to do, right? And if I believe I'm correct, this will slide right in here and right there, all right? So you see how you can get this caught right there. Now you'll see that doesn't make any sense to do it that way. So you pop the next one on here. You'll have to unscrew this, but you'll pop the next one on here. And then once you do that, you can turn it down. All right. Now, if for some reason you don't have a screwdriver or something like that, I always tell people keep something in their car, like a little screwdriver. If you don't have it, you can still get this down, right? Because it's still going to catch. All right, so you can still get that down, but counterclockwise should lower it, clockwise will raise it back up. All right, your tire is actually down here. All right, and sometimes they have a lock on them, so if you have the wheel lock, things like that, you'll want to pay attention. All right, so what the wheel lock would do is if you have let me put it this way, if you have a wheel lock, your key is going to be inside your packet. If you have one of those locks that's on there that's got the special little tool or whatever, if it came from the factory, you're going to find it in your packet. So that's something else to know about. All right. So, and I just got to thinking, if I don't show you guys this, then there's somebody that's probably going to have the issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out of here, and I'm just going to turn this down. You'll see once I get it to a certain spot, you can pop it out. All right. So I just want to make sure that you can see how this looks, all right, and then how it sets, all right? So you're setting on this ledge, and then there's a spot up top that you're going to have it set. But this is how your jack looks, all right? Make sure you put it back the same way or you won't be able to raise it back up. But you're going to pop that in there just like that. And like I said, if you don't have this thing tight, if you just throw this thing in here, I mean, every time you hit a bump, it's going to rattle, guys. You don't want that. So turn this thing back up, take the extra couple of seconds. It's not going to take a long time to do that. And turn that back up. It just has to be by hand, and you can see there's no rattle. All right, so there's not going to be a rattle there. You're not going to have that little issue. All right. So, but wheel lug wrench. There's a couple other things you got there. A little spoon here. That's for usually for popping hubcaps, I believe, or popping like the center cap. So like popping your center cap out, I believe that's what that's for. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's what that's for. Take all your tools, you can throw those back in there. You saw that it was really tight on how these things were in there. Obviously that's going to keep them from rattling around too much. But you can put these things back in pretty easily. Alright, and we'll just kind of throw those in there. This is your hook, by the way. Some people ask what that's for. When you're doing your jack, that's how you can do your jack. It allows it to have a little bit more room to maneuver when you're putting your jack up, putting your jack down. And then you can put your lug wrench in there, that little spoon thing, right? And then just roll it back up. So you want to make sure that you roll it up nice and tight. Roll it up nice and tight, and then you wrap this thing back around here. And I can't believe I'm getting all this done with one hand, y'all. So I will probably fail at this particular point, but I'm actually pretty happy with what I've got so far for you guys. So, but anyway, definitely while I'm trying to do this, I'll try to do it with my other hand here. But definitely like, subscribe on the video, guys. I sure would appreciate that. You guys just let me know if also if you have any questions about anything. Like I said, I'm not ever going to claim to know everything, but I definitely know enough to be dangerous. So, but anyway, but then you can take your jack. I'm probably going to try to remember the way that was in there, but you can just pop this back in. You pull this part back over, right? So you're gonna have to put your tools back in, and then you fold that. Get that back over there now. Apologize, guys, just trying to do this one-handed. All right, bingo, we're in. All right, so now we're in there, and we're gonna take this cover, all right? There's only one way it can go, guys, so it's not a hard thing. You take these little tabs on the back here, and then these are your release tabs. So take the little tabs on the back, and you just kind of slide them in. So you see it just kind of grabs either side right here. Grab those in, and then I do want to remind you guys something else. Whenever you're changing a tire, once you have the new tire on, once you drop that jack with the new tire on, go back and retighten those lug nuts. Because a lot of times people will put those lug nuts on when they're up top, or when it's in the air, and they'll drop it, and then they'll start driving it, and you'll actually have loose lug nuts. There could be a whole host of issues that come from that. So once you come back, always do your lug nuts in everybody always says do them in a star pattern, do them, something like whatever, guys. Do them how you're going to do them. It's a spare tire. You're not likely to have it on there for a long period of time, but I want to make sure that you remember to go ahead and tighten your lug nuts down. So definitely, hopefully I've helped you guys to know a little bit more about where your jack is on your Toyota 4Runner. Like I said, this is 2011 really, and all the way up to current is going to be very similar here. So definitely let me know if you guys have any questions. If you guys have any other things that you'd like me to do, definitely let me know with that too. Like, subscribe, definitely appreciate that as well. Hopefully I helped you guys out. Hopefully you know where your jack is, and hopefully if you're watching this video, you get that tire fixed, and definitely hope you have a better day. So we'll talk to you guys later. Steve Watch with Beamer Toyota in downtown Nashville. Have a great day.